bring more innovative practices to address their needs. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, good. Okay, Rupa, you can always give me feedback if I go blank because of the internet and stuff. Okay, so that is the idea here. Nothing otherwise. It's not like you're going to push them to no end or anything like that. Okay, so I have all these bands and stuff which I'm going to show. It doesn't mean that you cannot do anything without the bands. Okay, that's the beauty of this is in yoga class we are not asking them to go somewhere and do something, yes, while you still can do that, or you are giving them a technique for them to go and explore on their own also if they want to. Like for example, they can use a little tree or a doorknob, or maybe a rod or a pole which they can tie the bands to. But even without that we will do today, and without any of the bands also you can still get the exercise, just that if you have something it will be much better. So can I ask everyone to, if you have a strap, have it with you. Otherwise anything long like chunni, like the little dupatta, anything, just bring that. Okay, so we'll exercise all the using these things. Other than that, if you have water bottles, use that. If you have weights, use that. If you don't have, no worries. Okay, just these things, nothing more. And a chair, a sitting chair, because we are going to learn chair Surya Namaskars. A chair and a strap, these two things at least. Okay. So this is a rubber band. Okay, very simple, very cheap, but can do a lot of things. Okay, and if you don't have rubber band, no worries. And today I am going to show all these things. So here, this is another kind of resistance band. This is a resistance band, and they also come with different different weights. This says 50 pounds. It says 50 pounds. You all can see, right? 50 pounds. So this is almost like when you use this, it's like using 50 pounds. Okay. And at home, you can have a little, all you need is one little, hook to the wall where you can, the 2x2s, where you can just put a hook, ask any handyman to do that. And you just put it here and you have a very good setup at home. Okay. Now this is all we need for now. Okay, or a strap, good enough. Okay, so let us begin now. So what we are going to do, what we'll do today is learn about some of the techniques. I'm not going to go very long, but I'll show. Most of the techniques will be just to show, because we are covering a lot of techniques, and also to give you a guidance on how to divide your practices into different segments. Okay, like the upper body, lower body, and all these different things. Okay, so here is this thing. We'll sit down. We'll first start with breath and body synchronization. For that, if you have even just a water bottle or weights like this, simple weights like this, or water bottle, one of the things is good enough. Okay, so otherwise no worries. Yeah. Okay. Hands in front of you. As you inhale, stretch your arms out. A small 1 pound. I actually have 3 pounds here, which is too much for me. And as you exhale, bring your arms in front of you. Okay, if you have smaller weights, or even better, make fists of your hands and make the hands strong. Okay, whichever way. Now, with that strong arms, okay, everything is strong, and you're pushing the shoulders back, shoulders forward, and push the middle back, like create a space between the shoulder blades. Now, as you inhale, keep the arms strong and move out. And as you exhale, bring them forward. So you see, you will already get an idea of how the weights function. Weights don't have to be too much. Inhale out, exhale, bring them forward. Inhale out, exhale. From the core, engage the core. You are not bringing the arms alone. You are actually engaging the core and coming forward. Inhale, you engage your back and the core, okay? Inhale out and exhale back and gently come back. You see, just taking the same practice and just working on that. Next thing that I was going to show also is you can also use this. So, taking this out and inhale out and exhale, come forward. Inhale out, stretch and exhale, of course. And release should be very slow. When you have a band, don't worry if you don't have a band right now, but I'm just showing how to use it. Release is also equally important, okay, because the other muscles, this is agonist and antagonist muscles, they say, right? Prime movers and those that are assisting the prime movers, they all will be exercised, okay? So this is another way to do it. Now, let it be, no, not to worry. And same thing with the sideways, same thing with the front, various such things. That's it. I mean, we are not going to do more than that. So that is our breath and body synchronization, just to bring some idea on that. And then now coming to the variations of various practices. One of them is cat and cow. Okay, I'll just show how to practice this with some engagements. Okay. Sorry, I tried to put these cats outside, but they just managed to find the place. Move. Okay, so let us show how to do cat and cow. So come on the mat. Okay, yeah. So here, first is the simple cat and cow. And again, we always talk about the hands, right? Just simply being on the hands, what happens here? Just being here like this. So one is fingers wide, creating a web. That means the middle of the palm doesn't touch the ground. Okay, and then now hands are strong by putting the elbows forward, slightly forward. Don't overdo this, and don't if you have hyperextension of the elbow, try not to get there. And now here simply what you call make a hump here. Make a hump here. Okay, how to do that? So you're here, just make a hump. See, here from here, look at the minute difference. So from here, you're just making the hand strong and pushing the shoulders upwards. Okay, yeah, scapular protraction to some extent. Yeah, now at this point, you are strong already, and just be here, engage the core inside. No engagement any other place, just the core engagement and the pelvic floor engagement. That's it. That's it. And stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. You see, this is already, it's a lot of exercise, weight bearing for shoulders, for the arms, everything becomes strong. Okay, just being here. That is the number one awareness point. Make them do this. Okay. So now as you inhale, in that same position, drop the belly, lift the head, and engage the pelvic floor. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. And now as you exhale, curl up, engage the pelvic floor, push the create a lot of space between the shoulder blades. Chin to the chest. And gently come back. So when you practice slowly and holding, you will see the engagement better. Now, lifting one leg at a time. Let me put the mouse. You're too excited. Okay. Now, let us lift one leg at a time. Okay. Lifting the right leg out and engage the core. That's it. Stay here. You don't even have to stretch fully. Just even a little is fine. But what is more important? Belly engagement. Belly button in and hold. 5, 4, pull the belly in. 3, 2, 1. And come down. Now the other side. Just lift a little bit. Not to worry. How much is not important. Belly is, we are working on the core. Hold. 5. And once again, engage the shoulders and the arms. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. And now, the opposite arm and leg. And those who cannot, now here you have to be giving those variations all the time. Do the easy ones first and then you go to the next one, so that those who cannot do that stay. So now opposite arm and leg, hold, hold, and most of the times when they do that, where is the shoulder? Back side. So you want to tell them to move forward and lift. 5, 4, strong, and what is most important again is core, not how much you stretch. 3, 2, 1. Stability, stiram and sukham. The other side. Hold. Shoulder and wrist engagement. 3, 2, 1. Come back. Now we'll go into the proper cat and cow. Single leg and opposite arm and leg. So go ahead, single leg. Inhale out. Exhale, bring your knee to the nose. Now here, once again, no tilting of the hips, no other losing the balance. Inhale out, exhale in. What is most important? Except the leg, nothing moves. Inhale out, leg and the head. Exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. And release. Now the other side. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, even the head, no worries. Just move only the leg and see how, when you're strong, how it feels. Last one, inhale out and exhale in. And release and relax. We'll give the variation. I'll bring one variation here. So go ahead and relax. You have been on the hands for a while. Now come back. Now lift the leg and stay here. Stay here. Bend the leg and straighten. Bend. Excellent practice for calf, for the knees, and overall even holding for the core, for the arms and shoulders. Okay, last one, and release. Other side. Hold, lift, bend, and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend, straighten. Now here also bend and tighten that and straighten. See, you are not just bending, you are also tightening, so that you have good hamstrings, compression there, and the calf, all of that gets exercise. Gently come back. And you know the opposite arm and leg, so I am not going to cover that. So something like that, as in first only the leg and then move, those who can move to lifting the opposite arm will do it, otherwise they may not do it, and encourage them not to do it. If they are, wobbly and losing balance, then it's not worth it. Okay, so just that one little practice of how to break down every practice and bring awareness to different parts of the body before you take them to the next. So every class, take one such practice and focus on this breaking down part. So you cannot obviously do that for every practice. So in every class there should be something that they take away. So there is always something to learn. If you talked a lot, for example, and covered everything in this manner, they will not enjoy it, because they'll say, oh, this was not a session. It's more like a workshop. Yes, that's why a little 5 minutes of saying, hey, today we'll just learn something deeper, okay, and show that. So, okay, so now coming to techniques, right, with the band. Sukshma Vyayama part, okay. All
Ashwini
this
ji.
is about Sukshma Vyayama.
Ashwini ji,
So,
I just had a
position. No worries, if you don't have one, we'll still do it, okay. First thing, let's talk about, say, shoulders. You don't have to wait till frozen shoulders happen for you to practice this, although it seems like, oh, that I know is a frozen shoulder practice. Not necessarily. You can strengthen your shoulders so you don't have to get there. So you can have something to stabilize your shoulders. What ends up happening is we tend to move the shoulders away. If you have a little towel or something to hold there, I don't have anything right now, but I'm okay, because I know that I'm not going to move. For in the doctors usually give something to hold, so that PTs, so that you are not moving the shoulders away. So make sure you're not moving the shoulders away. Okay, so hold this, and even without holding also I'll show. So what you do is really how much resistance, how much you are willing to or ability to pull is all up to you. Okay, so basically pull it out and in. They say 80% of your capacity. Okay, so out and in. So if you don't have it, no worries, hold the hand strongly. So one hand you pull it out and in. You can also put it to the doorknob, the resistance band, out and in. So no worries, without that also, out, in, like you're opening a door, out, in. Strong arm out, hold now, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. Now the other side. So keep this strong and out, in. So if you had the band, you would be holding this here stable, out and in. It's good practice for both the shoulders. This one will resist, so that also is getting its exercise. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and out, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, so that's with the band. Now see, even simple little variations. Okay, holding these two, you are now pulling them out. So what you do really is, with your hands, just take both the arms out and in. So don't move them away from too far away. Even if you move, don't move them away, don't lift the elbows. Okay, as long as you do that. Out and in. You can adjust the band in such a way that you are either practicing here. Look at this. Just this gives you some form of practice to some areas, then making it wider, and now doing this gives another muscle group the practice. Okay, so now keep it away and move out fully and back, out fully and back, out fully, out and back. Last one, out and back. Now hold them here like this. Okay, and now move away. See, just even hand with fist pointing upwards or towards each other, there is a difference in your own muscle engagement. So showing them and asking them to bring these little bands is good. Asking them to buy. And now move out and in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's for the hands. Okay. Now we will go with lifting the arms in various ways. Okay. This is all I'm bringing for arms and shoulders at this point. Then we'll come to the neck. Okay. So shoulders. Okay. Still working on the shoulders. Okay, so hands down and lift the arms 45 degrees. Okay, again from the core. So if you have, say, weights, that's also fine. If you don't have weights, you have bands, that's fine too. So basically lift the arms 45 degrees up from the core. Okay, you're not lifting the arms, you are engaging the core, and the arms just lift with the breath. Okay, otherwise you are going to hurt your arms. Inhale, out, up, exhale, down. Water bottle is good enough. Inhale, up. So the core is lifting. Exhale, down. Inhale, up, and exhaling, slowly come down. Equally important. Inhale, up, slowly come down. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. That was with the fist pointing downwards. Now this is with the fist sideways, pointing sideways. Inhale, up. See the difference. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Core, from the core. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, up. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, up. Exhale, slowly down. Okay, that's the one option. Now we are going to make it straight. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. So again, you can have fists pointing upwards or fist pointing outwards. Okay, whichever, both have their own application. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. You see the difference when you have the fist in different position? One is easier, the other is not so easy. Yeah, practice that. And then now we do this sideway arm stretch breathing, right? Same thing with the weights or with arms strong. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Here the fists are facing upward. Your back of the palm is facing up. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now the same thing, you want to face the palms, these palms outwards, and then practice. Inhale, up, like we do dumbbells, right? Those little bells that we used to use in the in our school days. Inhale, up, all the way stretch up, and like that. Exhale, down. How much weights? When you take weights, start with very slow, and it's not important to have big weights. What is most important is to feel comfortable with it, because again, depends on the age. Younger people can have challenging weights. The older people should be 50% effort. Older, when we say 50 plus, younger 80%. Okay, initially, and they can always go up to 100, 120. That's fine. That is like 20s. People in 20s. We are not talking about people in 30s to 40s. 80% effort. 50 and above, 50% effort. That means if they can lift, say, 3 pounds and do it with difficulty, then they go with 1.5 pounds or 1 pound. Okay. All right. So that is the rule. Now let us come to another practice, which is also using this kind of a band. Don't worry if you don't have it, that's not the point. So lifting it up like that and down. So I don't have good enough, like you can choose the easier one. I picked up the harder one, so I'm not going to lift a whole lot. So up and down, like using this, lift up and down. Okay, those are another option. So I'm not bringing all these because you don't have all these with you. Now have a strap with you or a band. We'll practice lifting the arms in different manner. So take the arm up like that. Okay, and now Take it all the way back and all the way down. And all the way up and all the way down. Front and back. So you are moving it all the way and back. Adjust your strap length so that you're not, even without any of those. So simply take this arm up and all the way back. Okay, if you have a little towel or chunni or a strap, that will be nice. Best is this because it stretches. So take it all the way. Don't again make it hard. Okay, initially it is just about movement with a small resistance. All the way down, all the way up, take it back and all the way down. Excellent for your shoulder ranges. Okay, one will never have frozen shoulders. Shoulders are the most complex joints, so you want to keep them healthy. Okay, all the way down. Okay, so now there is one movement which we usually never do, so I'm just going to show that. So what is that show? Different movements of the arms, okay, with or without the band, that doesn't matter. Okay, so one of the movements which we don't do is taking the arm backwards like this. You see this? Holding this fist facing outwards like this, okay? Yeah? And moving it back. Yeah? Take it back. This you can do with a band also. If I have a band here, I'm just going to go around it, okay, like that, and go back and pull it. So this is opposite, one way, okay, back, and now you're pulling it, you will get some, here, take it back and pull it, back and pull if you have. And the other is bringing it in the front and taking it back. Okay, two different movements with the band. Without the band also, no worries, that is a movement which we usually never do. So strong arms, strong fist, and move it back. Yeah, creating a range. Same thing, the other side, out and in, out and in. With the band, think of the band at the back, band in the front, and the other arm will be here like this. Okay, the arm will be holding this band, out and in. Yeah, and the same thing when you take it back, you hold it here and you're just pulling this band from this side. Yeah, okay, so those are some of the movements which we want to do. The other is taking the arm all the way up and down, the marching part, just that you are marching with the arms all the way up like that, up, up. This is, in the park, these some of the Tai Chi folks will be doing all these activities. So all the way up, 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 creating a range. Okay, and the other is this way, creating a range here, sideways. Keep swinging, like feet slightly apart, just swing. You're not swinging at the spine level. This is more at the shoulder level. Okay, so spine is at the same place. You're only simply using the arms to swing, swing, swing. Yeah, different movements. Now swimming movements also. So backstroke, forward stroke, so bring those also. One arm at a time gives you a nice range. Okay, this is forward stroke. Yeah, breaststroke, what they call. No, what is this breaststroke? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a big swimmer here. And then reverse. So palms facing outward and go all the way up and come back, palm facing outward. So go ahead all the time, try and move the palm in such a way that it's facing outward. Okay, these are all shoulder practices. So one day if you keep about 10 minutes for shoulders, you pretty much covered shoulders as the focus. Okay, 10 to 12 minutes should be good enough. Next thing you want to do will be shoulder shrugs. You all, I think most of the times we do this in two ways. One is inhale up, exhale down forcefully. Inhale up, The other is you're doing one breath. Okay, inhale, hold the breath, and continue to flap to go up and down. So watch the demo. Inhale, holding, up and down without taking a breath. Okay, as long as you can do. So that is also a very powerful practice. So just go up and down, like drop it fully down like that without taking a breath. Some people like to take a breath. That will be too jarring. So okay. So those are all like various shoulder practices. The other is imaginary weightlifting. We do this also. Simply just lift the arms up like this and down with breath. Ujjayi, strong Ujjayi. Inhale, up. Don't worry about even having the water bottle at this point. Exhale, down. Everywhere you cannot carry the water bottles and stuff. So just strong arms though. Inhale, up. And keep the elbows a little easy and bent. Exhale, down. That's one. Okay, now fist facing up and arms slightly bent. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. See, without any weights. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. From the core again. Exhale, down. And gently release. Okay, those are some of the movements. And now we will take this movement, which you have, I'm pretty sure most of you who have watched these wrestlers, they practice using a cudgel, right? They just rotate that, just use that, this form of rotation. Yeah. And the same thing on the other side. First, without even weights, you should practice this enough to create all range and blood circulation. Then only you can, once you are regularly doing that for a couple of months, then you start using the weights. Otherwise, it can actually injure you. Please understand, it can injure you. If you haven't done these and you are just starting with the weights, it can injure you. Okay, all right. So those are some of the practices I wanted to bring. Next, we want to create work for the neck. Okay, neck, simple resistance for the neck. So hold it here. Okay, you can have a strap also. Push it back and forward, back. Hold it and forward. Strap is good enough. If nothing, hand is also good enough, like pushing against the hand and back. Okay, hold it here. Now I'm going to teach something new here, and that you all may or may not bring into the class, but for you especially it's important. Tongue, the back of the tongue, K. When you say K, K, okay, that part, gutturals, they are called gutturals. They are touching the top of the upper palate and lay the entire tongue from gutturals all the way to the tip, wherever it can be. So like, how the babies, when they suckle, that's how they suckle, right? They suck. Bottle feeding or breastfeeding. Okay, that's how. Molars touching each other slightly and give a little smile. Mona Lisa smile. I'll send you a YouTube video. This is called mewing. It's khechri. It's basically khechri, nothing else. So, taking the tongue to the upper palate, molars lightly touching each other, smiling, and attempt to swallow. And that's it. That stay there. Okay. Now, take this. Hold it there with that little smile. Molars touching each other, tongue touching the upper palate. Hold, breathe, Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath and strong engagement from here. Okay, the breath is not It's not a typical belly breathing as we do in sectional breathing. It's just as if there is a column of air which is going in and out. Okay, that's how you are breathing. Keep holding there. Keep holding and keep doing this. Yeah. Okay. So you're now bringing it back. Your Jalandhara Bandha should be like that. So that means most of the times we end up thinking that, okay, this is Jalandhara, chin touching the jugular notch is Jalandhara Bandha. No, it's taking the head back, and everybody may not be able to bring their chin to this notch here. That's okay. What is most important is this. So you're not going to hurt your neck by putting it down like that. And this is how you learn to practice Jalandhara Bandha in this way, tongue touching the upper palate, like pressing against the upper palate, not just touching, pressing. It kind of goes and presses on its own. You don't need to. And molars are lightly touching. And when that happens, the lips go like that. So, like a Mona Lisa smile, right? It's not like that kind of a smile, but just a tiny smile. Yeah, that is, there is a Western term for this called mewing, M-E-W, the Dr. Mew. He's the one who discovered this. And our yogis did the same thing, which is what Khechri is. Some of them push the middle of the tongue upwards like that. Doesn't matter where you push. You're basically creating a nice little engagement of the jaw engagement. That's what is happening. And they say that stem cells are created like that. Now you can, that is, I think there is a research on that. I'm not 100% sure. And then they also talk about, because the stem cells get created, muscle mass, the bone mass for, they say women after menopause lose a lot of bone mass. They say that's not necessary. They don't have to. This kind of practices actually keep them young. And our yogis lived for thousands of years, as you know this. We're using Khechri Mudra. Basically because it somewhat triggers the brain to produce stem cells. So, however, in a class, when you try to bring these many instructions, people are lost. So you don't have to. You can just say press the tongue towards the upper palate, and that's good enough. Okay, you don't need to do a whole lot. And they will say, oh, I thought that's Brahmari. Yes, that's Brahmari, but that also is, that's how you engage your... All I say is take the head back and don't worry about what we say chin tuck, right? Chin tuck. That's good enough word for them. Yeah. This is a thing for you. Practice this. You will start seeing a difference in your take a picture today and take a picture a year from now. You will see your own facial structure changing. Instead of a face that is long, it will become a little wider, and you will see a big difference in your health also, by the way. So anyway, just wanted to bring that concept also. So neck is important. You want to strengthen your neck so that your neck and the spine, they're all connected from all the way up to down. So when you hurt your back, your neck is also gone, because once the back is sort of teda, because the disc injury, this, that, and all, it affects neck. So keep your neck strong. Now that one, and now the other resistance practices, this, I suppose. That is, press against each other and create that resistance and hold, and same thing on the other side, and also front. You just want to press and hold. Okay. I am not going to bring the practices today. So these are some of the, not everything. Tomorrow we'll bring some more. So the point is, you want to add all these new something or the other in your class through at least these next 3 weeks. And then of course you do your own sadhana before you bring it, so that don't just bring it for the sake of bringing it. Practice it, feel it, and then bring it. Okay, that was my message. Now we'll go to Surya Namaskars. Rupa, thank you for the patience. Now we'll get into Surya Namaskars. The first thing we want to learn is chair Surya Namaskars, not anything else. Okay? Which we usually don't worry much about. Seniors are very important for us. That's one of the most ignored crowd that we have in the society, which is not good. So let us all make a resolve to teach at least one senior in our life, okay, through this yajna. Okay, so that's why it's important for us to experience this. Now, if you thought, believe me, everybody can do this. Every senior can do this in whatever little way they can do it. And if they are healthy enough seniors, like in their 70s, early 70s, they can do a lot more. Okay. So first thing, chair. There is a lot of chair yoga practices. Come to our senior classes, you will see them. Okay. Now coming to Surya Namaskars alone, bringing your hands. What are the different mudras we want to, different arm positions, like in say our samasthithis that we want to bring. So one is usual back bend. So taking the arms up, put the index finger up, rest of the fingers are curled around. Teach them this, okay? And now ask them to hold this here, okay? Index finger up. And now from the pelvic floor, okay? Now raise your arms. Most of them have urinary incontinence and so on, right? Not most, but some. Okay, now engage your pelvic floor and start going up, 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 up. You will start seeing how it becomes strong. Okay, lengthen it up, and we'll come to chair Tadasana later. Now slowly take it back as much as you can. That's it. Stay here, not too much. Head down. So they tend to look up like that. No need. Okay, head down, not down. Look front and bend back. Ears along the arms. That's the best way here. Lengthen and slightly bend back. Not more than, say, 10 degrees. That's it. Stay here. 5, 4, lengthen, 3, 2, 1. Come back. Teaching them these little tricks before you go into Surya Namaskars is important. Okay, that's number 1. The number 2, actually number 1 is this, which is Tadasana. How to sit. Well, like I chose this particular chair here. This has nothing, just a plank. Okay, it's very nice because it doesn't have those cushy anything. Both sit bones on the ground, and imagine 2 fists, make 2 fists, place them, and now squeeze the 2 fists between your knees. Yeah, and see how strong you feel. Strong at the buttocks, the core muscles, the hip muscles, the glutes, everywhere. You feel the strength, right? Now take this away without releasing any of that engagement. This 90 degrees here, yeah, at this point, 90 degrees, sit bones on the ground, spine is erect, belly in, and sit and breathe. Now your breath should not be in tension, okay? All the engagement is tiny. When you engage too much, you won't breathe well, okay? Okay. Straight but not stiff, firm but gentle. Okay, yeah, that is the engagement. Now coming to, we understood how to do back bends. Now we'll come to the samasthiti, as of vinyasa samasthiti. Take your arms up, interlock the fingers, stretch up, chin down. You know this. Every one of you knows this, I guess. And this is the second part. And the third one will be thumb next to each other, index finger next to each other. Rest of the fingers are curled around. Thumb next to each other, thumb and index fingers. So this is the next one, where we don't do anything. We just look at our thumbs. Okay. So here also same thing. Take the elbows out and raise your arms up as you look at the elbow, your palms, and palms are touching each other. Base of the palms are touching each other. Look at your thumbs and keep looking as long as you can. Lift up and look at it. You are in good shape. If you take them further up, you won't be able to look at them. So just your head is slightly turned up. You're not bending back. Your head is not overly bending back. Just look up. And from the pelvic floor, bring the energy upwards. Urdhvaretas. Energy goes up. and slowly come down. Okay, these are some of the poses. Now forward bending. What are the different forward bending? One is simply taking the head back down and just dropping it like this. Okay, just drop the head down. Okay, yeah, that everybody may not be able to do if they have hypertension, especially. Okay, you don't want them their head down. So what you do then, you simply cross the arms and bring your head back like that. This is good enough and it is restful enough. Okay, yeah. Okay, the other one, bring your arms below your thighs and stretch the upper back. Give a good stretch to the upper back, lower back, whatever, the entire spine. Yeah. Okay, so these are some of the 3 different forward bends. Okay, now we are ready for Surya Namaskars. Come to Namaskar Mudra. And don't worry, everybody may not be able to do all of these things, especially when it comes to seniors. Even the movement, just movement, moving their body up and down and sitting here and squeezing these 2 fists and making sure that they are engaging them is like plenty of exercise for them. They don't do anything other than sitting on the couch. So bring them movement basically. Okay, so now we'll start with Hiranmayena together. हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन्नपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये ॐ ह्रां मित्राय नमः. Inhale, arms up, index finger up and slightly bend back, slightly, okay, with the same principles. And as you exhale, come forward, bend down. You can keep your head down or up, depending on whether you have hypertension or not, okay. And inhale, lift up and lift your leg up also and hug your leg like that, or if you have a knee pain, hug the back of the leg, okay, and hold it up strong and bend backwards, fully bend back. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now bring your head to the knee. And stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently drop it down and raise your arms up, interlock the fingers, stretch up, chin down. And as you exhale, come down and hug your back of your thighs, head down. Feel the stretch in the spine. Yeah, and now as you inhale and exhale, lift your legs up like that and holding the chair, lift your legs up and pull the toes towards you. This is our Ashtanga Namaskara, I think. That's what we do. Okay, this is number 5. Stay here. If you are now comfortable, you want to fly high, you can go ahead and fly high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. And now lift your right leg up and bend back. The other leg, okay, left leg, bend back. And as you exhale, head to the knee. And dropping it back, inhale and up and back. Here you want to do the Samasthiti where you just look up like that. Index finger, thumbs together, rest of the fingers curled and look up. And as you exhale, curl your arms and bring your hands, circle your arms and come back to Namaste. Okay, so we'll do one more time so you understand. Inhale, up and back, 1. Yeah, exhale, down. Inhale, left leg up, bend back. Exhale, head to the knee. Inhale and exhale, legs up and fly high if you want to, or else hold the chair and Now exhaling the other leg up, exhaling, arms up, I guess, yeah, stretch up, exhale, down. Yeah, I am a little poor in this. Senior teachers will do a good job of this. And inhale, lift the other leg up and bend back. Exhale, head to the knee. Inhale and look up, simply look up. And exhale, circling the arms, come back to Namaste, yeah? One more time, couple more times, that will help. So, 1, up and back. This is our Ardha Chakrasana. 2, Padahastasana. Yeah. 3, Ashwa Sanchalana, right side. And 4 is represents the Chaturanga, but we are going to do head to the knee. 5, lift your legs up, and you can always fly or not. This is our Ashtanga Namaskara. Then Bhujangasana, we just simply lift our arms up and interlock the fingers, stretch up, chin down. And downward dog, that is the Parvatasana, arms down and get down, give the stretch to the upper back. And now lift the Ashwa Sanchalana on the other side. Lift the other leg and bend back. Padahastasana, that is you are now bringing your head to the knee. And now last practice, that is instead of Ardha Chakrasana, we are just going to do look up. This is Samasthiti, Ashtanga Samasthiti, just thumbs next to each other, index fingers next to each other, look up. And exhaling, come back to Namaste. Or you can bend back twice, whichever. You can bend back 3 times, no big deal. I just brought different variations here. Okay, so this is all chair Surya Namaskars for you. Now we'll have Rupa. I'm just going to give instructions. So Rupa is going to demonstrate. We're just going to practice our regular Surya Namaskars with certain variations. That's it. And we are done after that, I guess. Yeah. Okay, Surya Namaskars. Go ahead. Yeah, you can remove me, no big deal. Remove spotlight, there. So, getting ready. Both regular and the modified Surya Namaskars. Okay, come to the front of the mat. Now come to Namaskara Mudra. You all know mantras and everything, so I'm just going to give up on all that right now. What are the different variations to practice with? Okay, even Ashwa Sanchalana, the Bhujangasana versus upward dog, all these different things will bring. Okay, come to Namaskara Mudra. As you inhale, raise your arms up and arms along the ears, bend back. Strong glutes, push your pelvis forward. Glute engagement, lengthening of the spine. And engage the pelvic floor. Throughout the whole practice, engage the pelvic floor. Mula Bandha. Exhaling, bend forward with first half forward bend. Let's do half forward bend. Push your hips back and arms long in the front. Or take support of your hands at the thighs. Take your hands to your thighs and lengthen your spine. This is more important. Take your hands to your thighs for now. For now, everybody, hands to your thighs and lengthen and look up. This is most important when you bend forward, that is lengthening your spine. So engage your belly button in. If you cannot do that and you have weak core, then you bend your knees while bending forward. Okay, one of the two, that's it. No in between. Otherwise, you're putting a lot of load on the lower back. Okay, understand this. Now, bend your knees slightly and bend forward. Bend, forward fold. Okay, so for forward fold, you don't want to put pressure on the lower back. Now you can straighten your knees. Now step your right foot back, big step. And make sure your heels are going back as far back as possible. You're not moving your legs, just the heels tend to. You're not doing anything. It's the same, just a slight feeling that the heels are going towards the wall or wherever it is, right? That will give you a feeling of a strong leg. Now step the other leg back and bring the body into, I don't like to say one straight line. Most of the times we tend to do that. Don't worry about how the body looks like. Belly button in. That is the most important. Are you engaging your core? Your transverse abdominis is engaged. Your the belt like muscle that is at the belly. That's the one. Pull it in. Pull it in. You can always lift your hips just a bit. Some of you I'm seeing, Srivatsa, lift your hips up a little bit. Yeah. And go plank. Okay. It doesn't have to look like plank. One more time. So now bring your knees down, chest and forehead. We'll come to plank again. I didn't want to hold you for too long. Now here the belly and the hips don't touch the ground. Okay. And elbows are tucked in. Now push forward and up and go into upward facing dog. No, upward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Yeah, toe tucked in. Toe nicely tucked in. Nicely tucked in. Yeah, reduce the distance between your leg and the hands. Yeah, then you can tuck your toes and you go up. That is a different pose compared to Bhujangasana. Now, bring your hips up. Raise your hips up and go back into downward facing dog. Here, what is most important is not bringing the head down. Head stays in between the arms and you are again creating a hump at the shoulders. Remember we did this during cat and cow? Creating hump between the shoulders. That means you are actually doing a little bit of scapular protraction. Okay. And lift your heels up. First, everybody, lift your heels up. Take your hips back, as far back as you can. Now, only hips, not the back. Only the hips, not the head. Okay. And now, bring your heels down. Okay, there. Okay, that's the idea here. And try not to, the whole idea is not to bring the head down. Because if you want to do that, you are externally rotating your arms. Don't do that. Internally rotate your arms. Okay, now bring your right foot forward with one step or two steps. What is two steps? Left knee down, right leg forward. Okay, that's also easy. Now lift the left knee up. And now again, once again, attempt to take the heel backwards without doing any modification of the legs. Nothing modifies. Wherever the leg is, that's where it is. You are thinking that your heel is moving towards back. So you are stretching the leg a bit. Now step the left foot to join the right. And Padahastasana. And now arms up and bend. Again, coming up also has to be very nice and careful. Either you bend your knees and come up or engage your core and come up. Okay, whichever way. Arms up, look up. Here, don't bend back. Don't bend back too many times. Just look up. Like we did earlier, index finger, thumbs next to each other and simply look up. And gently circle your arms, come back. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll do the other side with a different engagement. Okay. We don't have time for too many Surya Namaskars, so I'm just going to give different variations now. Now as you inhale, raise your arms up and bend back. Exhale, bringing it down. Rather than bringing variations, I'm just going to, go ahead, bend down. Same way, not twice, no two step, only one step. I broke it down for you to understand. Rupa, forward bend, yeah. Now as you inhale, step your left foot back. Same engagement. As you exhale, right foot back. Now plank. One more time we'll engage, work on the plank pose, the chaturanga. Here, move forward a little bit. The whole body moves forward a little bit and hips slightly upwards. Engage the belly button, hips up, move forward. There. When you move forward, your shoulders are directly above the wrists. That is most important for you. Otherwise, we tend to be back and the shoulders will be injured. Now bring your knees down and tuck your elbows. Let's do slow action. Wait, slow action here. Elbows, bend your elbows towards your feet while you bend down. Bend your elbows towards your feet. Yeah, and go down slowly until the chest touches a little bit forward, Rupa, a little bit forward. There we go. Good. Yeah, and possibly head down, if not chin. Okay, or nose, wherever it can be. Now as you inhale, push forward and up. Push forward and up. Tuck your, yeah, there we go. Tuck your toes and knees off the ground and look up. And now as you exhale, hips up, go into the same form of downward facing dog, not focusing on the head down. I see this a lot happening, and that means you are actually externally rotating your arms, which is actually going to hurt your shoulders eventually. So keep your shoulders safe. Will develop rotator cuff issues if you keep doing it wrongly. That whole concept of, Iyengar concept of bringing the head down is no longer considered safe. Okay, now step your left foot forward. And here, you are stepping your left foot forward, stay here. Engage your pelvic floor. Just engage your pelvic floor, you will see an immediate difference in the pose. Yeah, when you're not aware, you will know the difference. As soon as you engage, you will say, now I feel strong. Yeah, now join your feet. All engage your pelvic floor and your belly in. Suck your belly in this pose. And now arms up and come up. Rise up, arms up, look up. Just look up. Here you are engaging Mula Bandha, and even naturally your core is engaged. You will see that also happening. And circling the arms, come back. Yeah. Next one will be 12-step Surya Namaskar with all the variations. You can do this in 10-step also, by the way. Okay. Now as you inhale, raise your arms up and bend back. Exhale, bend forward. Bandhas, you should, tomorrow we'll focus a little more on bandhas. Today I will not do that. And as you inhale, step your right foot back and right knee down. Uncurl your toe and take it as far back as possible. Yeah. And you can push your front knee just a bit forward. There. Okay. An excellent way to get a stretch after the strengthening. Okay. Now step the other foot, both the knees, join the knees and lift the knees up and come into Chaturanga Dandasana. Come to regular Chaturanga Dandasana. Regular Chaturanga Dandasana. Yeah. Usually in 12-step we hold the asana, so it's a little slower. It's okay to make some adjustments. Okay. Now bring your knees down and take your hips back into Shashankasana. Shashankasana. 12-step has 2 Shashankasanas in between. Now come up, rise up and go into Ashtanga Namaskara. Just a little easier way to transition. People with shoulder pain, or rather I should say weak shoulders, not shoulder pain, they can benefit from this. Now come up into Bhujangasana. Yeah, this is Cobra. Yeah, Cobra, knees down, lift up. Here you can practice high Cobra with support lift up. Yeah. Elbows tucked in, elbows tucked. Yeah, attempt to not go far up, but slight elbow tucked practice is good. Yeah, from the navel point, keep it down. Okay, now go into downward facing dog. So you have to do some adjustment here. Yeah, tuck your toes and go into the Parvatasana, the mountain as we call it. Yeah. Engage all three bandhas here. You can engage all three bandhas in this pose. And especially when you're doing 12 step, it's easy. Okay, exhale fully and engage all three bandhas. You can do that. You can stay in the pose. Especially with 12 step, we stay in the pose. Now bring your knees down, take your hips back and go into Shashankasana. So end with 12 step Surya Namaskar as an asana. And rise up and come to the Ashwa Sanchalana. Same leg forward, knee down, uncurl your toe, push your front knee slightly forward and get a stretch. After all the strengthening, you need that stretch. Knee down. Yeah. Uncurl your toe. This is low lunge. Now join your feet and go into Padahastasana, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. And some of you can practice Jalandhara Bandha also in this if you are very flexible, otherwise it's okay. Now arms up and bend back, or rather look up, simply look up into the Samasthiti. Look at your thumbs. Arms are like a little 45 degrees or something. And circle your arms, come back. Now we'll practice modified. I'll teach only one because time is up. Now we'll go into modified Surya Namaskars. Okay. Now this is a cat and cow version. As you inhale, raise your arms up, interlock the fingers, stretch up, chin down. No, interlock the fingers, stretch up, chin down. So this one, okay, it's a little different. We don't do back bend. Okay. Now as you exhale, arms out, arms by the side and come down. Half forward bend and slowly, this is a bird pose. And slowly bend your knees, fully bend your knees. Nicely bend your knees and go into forward bending chair pose. Let's call it forward bending chair pose. That's the best. Head down, head down. Yeah, there we go. So very abdomen to your thighs, basically. Very good pose for your, it gives you a neutral stretch to the spine. It's really good practice. Now step your left foot back, since we did right foot last time. No, left foot back. Yeah, there we go. Left knee down. Uncurl your toe and get a deep stretch backwards. Okay, this is low lunge again. Okay. Now step your right knee back. Right knee joins the left knee. Come to tabletop. You can adjust your hands to come to tabletop. Yeah. And now, what do we do next, Rupa? I'm a little lost. This is instead of plank. You can also lift your knees up a little bit here. This is like a plank. Yeah. Here, lift your knees slightly up. You will see you are engaging your core a lot. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your knees down, take your hips back and go into Shashankasana. So instead of Ashtanga Namaskara, we go into Shashankasana, which is also actually in a way a Namaskara only. Okay. Now we'll, instead of going now into Bhujangasana and Parvatasana, we go into cat and cow. Okay. So go ahead and stretch up into cow pose, that is Marjalasana upward, and come to Marjalasana downward. Okay. Yeah. And now bring your same left leg forward to low lunge here, Ashwa Sanchalana. Yeah, because people with back pain, shoulder pain, wrist pain, they will all really enjoy this. Now bring the other foot forward and bend your knees, head down. This is a Padahastasana with knees bent. And as you inhale, arms up and bend, look up. Just look up. Same thing as we did before. That is, no, not this. Just look up. Yeah, there we go. Your arms, you look at your thumbs. And gently back to Namaste. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll practice more Surya Namaskars. Today we spent a lot of time on Sukshma Vyayama. So gently come back, release and relax. Tomorrow we'll go into all these variations much more so that you can teach these variations to people who cannot practice classic Surya Namaskars. Okay. So gently lie down in Shavasana. We'll practice QRT. Bend your legs, hug your legs. And just give yourself a little forward, backward rocking movement, side to side, and a little twist. And practice some Markatasana, supine twist, right and left. And lie down in Shavasana. Relax your entire body from toe to head. Let go. Abdominal breathing. Inhale, abdomen bulges out, and exhale and relax. Inhale, feel the fresh air entering your entire lungs and sending oxygen to the whole body. Exhale, and any stress and tension, toxins inside coming out. Inhale, rejuvenate your body. Exhale, feel the relaxation. Inhale, feel the confidence in your body, in your mind, in your breath, in your entire being. Exhale, any inhibition, any fear, let go. Any guilt, any shame, anything that is blocking you, let go. Chant 3 Akara. Inhale. Gently rolling over to a side, come up to sitting. Joining your hands at the heart center. Sarve Bhavantu together. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Thank you. Namaste, and we'll see you tomorrow if you still want to come, and we'll talk about Surya Namaskars. Practice a lot more Surya Namaskars, and with all the variations, bandhas, feel it actually as a practice. How do we feel it? With one breath, and with the bandhas. And we'll also learn more chair Surya Namaskars, modified Surya Namaskars, and do the entire 12 Surya Namaskars with the last one, with the last two. It will take a good 30-40 minutes of just one set of Surya Namaskars. Yeah, it is quite a bit of practice. It can be a yajna by itself. So we'll do that. And pranayama is another one which we have to look into, deepening even that. And work on pranayama, you will work on Surya Namaskars. Otherwise, you cannot, because it's a practice of pranayama. Surya Namaskara is a practice of pranayama and bandha. Okay. Ujjayi, big time. Okay. Any questions before we
Ashwini ji, where will get the recordings of this all the
we
sessions?
cannot hear. 1 second. My audio is, oh shoot, all this time my audio was pretty, yeah.
Where will get the recordings all these classes?
Did we record this? I don't know if we did.
Yeah, it is recording. Even last week also it was recording. I remember that.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.